Jabir Ibn Hayyan from the 29th of the 7th month of 1446. Jabir Ibn Hayyan effected the distinction and combinations of alchemy and chemistry. Experimentation is necessary to science, and the unusual makes its way into spirituality. Secularization of technology drops the pretensions of magic. Leniency for the needy is not the same as knowing how to be independently wealthy. Methodology for devices starts with associations of properties. Fraudulently using it was more common elsewhere, but they have always been more welcoming for priestcraft and less accepting of the control that prevents being overly greedy. And we talk of the difference between alchemy and chemistry by implication. Abu Musa, Jabir Ibn Hayyan, was known through various fields that related. Some of them were just analytical. Some of them referred to astrology and talismans and that sort of thing. And I tried to indicate in what I'm talking about some things about his story. Like, some people believed that some of these individuals that were working on different types of medicine and in hospitals may have been lenient about the bills of people because they were able to make gold and other such things. But alchemy was about processes, and you could do them on a spiritual level or on a physical level. But the making things into gold, that was not really a literal thing as much as people talk about, atom smashers or that sort of thing. And there were certain theories and stuff that he and others developed. He wrote a lot on philosophy, and we need to distinguish perhaps between a talisman and either a charm or an amulet. In Islamic societies, the ones that are closer to being actual Islamic societies, the objects do not have the power. The power is in use. So talisman, okay, because it's something you're using. But per se, you don't necessarily need them. Like, you have prayer beads, and then maybe you don't need to use prayer beads to count your remembrances and stuff. Like, if you have a certain sequence or number of repetitions, well, you learn how to do that without the beads. So it's not the beads that have the power or the stones that you count with or such things. And charms too. Like, you repeatedly say the prayer, do the ritual or whatever you're going to call it. You don't just leave a prayer flag up and it flaps in the wind and you think that that's, doing its magic, you could say. Because, there's definitely a distinction that needs to be made between the art and science of religion and the involvement with certain, items. Like, you're turning to the item or items to operate the power.